Good afternoon, artists, and welcome back to Super Happy Art Adventure Times. Today, you're going to be learning how to draw and design your own superhero. So I'm going to teach you how to set up your paper so that way you can draw the human form. And then you're going to add the costume, whether you want your superhero to have goggles or a cape or rocket boots, or if they're wearing tights, or if they have a body like the Hulk or a body like Spider-Man, or you can do something like, do you want to do a female superhero? You could also do a supervillain. So let's take a look at some superhero designs. Okay, so you can get a maybe do. So think about what weaponry you'd want them to have, what superpowers they're going to have, what their name will be, and then also what you want them to be wearing. Okay. So to set up your paper, to draw the human form, the first thing you do is you fold your paper in half like a hot dog. Okay. And then you're going to fold it in half like a hamburger. And then you're going to fold it in half again, like this. And then you're going to fold it in half one more time, so that you get this little slip. So when you open your paper up, you will have 8 sections going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm just going to use a colored pencil to really reinforce those lines, but you guys should be using a pencil. So this is my line of symmetry going down the middle of my paper. This is my first section here. Second section, third section. Okay, and now I'm going to number my sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so what I'm going to have is I'm going to have my head and shoulders be in section 2. And then I'm going to put my chest in section 3. Oops, it's a little hard for you to see. I'll write in marker. So head and shoulders in section 2. The head's going to go a little bit into section 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you're going to have the chest in section 3. In section 4, you'll have the waist. In section 5, it's going to be the thighs and the hands. Okay, and then section 6, you'll have the knees. Section 7, the calves. And section 8, the ankles and the feet. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to come here to this line, right, between the bottom of section 1. And I am going to draw a head. Kind of starts in section 2 and comes up and into section 1. Just a circle. I'm going to put in my neck like that. And then I'm going to do my shoulders that kind of come down to the bottom of section 2, to this line right here. So there's my shoulders. Okay. Now before I do the chest, I like to know where the waist is. So I'm coming here to section 4 and I'm just putting in kind of a curved line for the waist. And then I'm going to bring it up, but my lines are diagonal and they get wider because the chest gets wider as it approaches the shoulders. Okay, now I'm going to start to bring the waist down into here. Okay, and before I do the thighs, I'm going to do the knees. So I'm going to come down here into section 6 and I'm going to put 2 circles in for the knees. And then from the knees I can curve up to build the thighs. Okay, now I'm going to do the ankles. I'm going to come down here into the middle of section 8 and I'm going to put 2 small circles. Those will be the ankles. It's helpful for me to do the ankles before I do the calves. So the calves are kind of wide and fat up by the knees. So I'm just kind of making some lines that sort of curve out like that. Okay, you can see the lines kind of curving out. And now I'm going to connect it down to the ankles. There we go. So these are some sort of thick calves, strong calves. And now I can do the feet. All right. Now the only thing I have left is hands. So as we said, hands are in section 5. So for right now, I'm just going to kind of put some circles for the hands. Okay. And then my elbow is actually in section 4. So I'm going to put a little circle here and here. That's where the elbow is. Now from the elbow, I can connect up to the shoulder. Okay, maybe the shoulders have a little bit of muscle, kind of making some curved lines. Okay, now I'm going to bring the elbows down, okay, to meet the hands. And right now, as I said, my hands are just sort of like little circles, but now I can add in the fingers. Like that. And there we go. We have the body. And now's the fun part. I can start to think about my costume. So maybe now I want a cape on my superhero. I could give them some goggles. Okay, maybe when they fight crime, they get kind of splattered. I'd have some goggles on. All right, give them maybe some windswept hair. Okay, give them an outfit. Really think about their costume and fun things that superheroes would wear. So have fun designing your superheroes today. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Don't forget to write the name of your superhero. This one's going to be Blastic Girl. And her superpower is blasting shards of metal. So you get to come up with what the superpower will be and how your superhero is going to look.